There's one. Annihilated that thing. Stay on. Fish number 10. Looks like she's spawning too. We're here at the pond where I basically taught myself how to bass fish, and I'm gonna do something that I haven't done in a long time, and I'm gonna challenge myself to use only one lure. And if you're from the Midwest or up north, you know this lure very well, and it's the Ned Rig. Now, I know this bait looks super simple and really dumb, but it is a fish catcher. But I've only got a couple of hours this morning, so I'm gonna challenge myself to see how many fish I can catch on just a Ned Rig in those couple hours. Okay, so since we're going with just Ned Rigs today, we're gonna be packing super light. As you can see, I've got a whole bunch of different kinds of baits for a Ned Rig. Classic little Z-Man TRDs. These are all Z-Man baits right here. Another TRD, kind of a green pumpkin goby color. We've got a couple different colored crawfish, little green paddle tails, and kind of like this tube hula stick kind of thing. Not really sure what this is supposed to look like, kind of like a craw, I guess. And 3 seconds into filming, I hooked myself. Awesome. Oh well, we're good. We're gonna grab a couple different kinds of Ned heads. You can see in here, I've already got a few pre-rigged up, like this little crawfish right here. Got him already pre-rigged. I've got a TRD rigged, so we've already got some things set up over here. And we've got the little light setup, little ultralight setup, but we do have to re-rig it, so let's do that real quick. And what do I want to start with? We're gonna go with this classic, just solid green pumpkin Ned Rig. If you've never seen one before, it's just a small little mushroom head, little jig head, and a little mini stick bait.
Gotta catch some fish.
That's the plan.
Gotta use the right bait.
These little Ned Rigs tend to do really good out here.
Have a good one.
Thank you too. Now, this isn't technically a public pond, but it is open to the public to like come and hang out. But it is, you have to be a member to fish here. Not many people are actually members of the place, and so when they see someone fishing, they're like, wait, we're allowed to fish? And then you kind of have to explain to them, no, not really. Only if you're, you know, buying the yearly membership to the place. There we go. I know it looks stupid simple, guys, but I'm telling you, this thing is gonna catch a lot of fish today. And that's literally all I'm bringing. I'm bringing my scissors and pliers and my little Ned Rig kit, and that's literally it. We got plenty of baits in there. I don't need to bring any more plastics. So we're gonna zip up. All our important stuff is in the front pocket. Got my water. All right, so normally I would start over there in the shade, but since it's actually kind of cold today, we are gonna come out here where there's a little bit more sunlight and start there, because I just don't feel like being cold today. All right, so I guess we'll just start right here by this bridge. We'll work our way that way and see how it goes. First cast, let's see. If you've never fished with a Ned Rig before, these things are stupid simple. You cast it out like you just saw me do, and you just kind of let it sit there. You know, you can give it some hops. You can kind of swim it back, twitching the rod a little bit as you're reeling it back in, kind of makes it look like it's swimming and struggling. But I think my favorite way is to just kind of hop it along the bottom, because when you cast it in there, basically the bait sits like this, and something about that little bit of tail waggle and just sitting off the bottom like that drives fish insane. And I think it's just such an easy meal. They have to eat it. So we're gonna see how many we can get in the couple hours we have, and hopefully we catch a bunch of them. And like I said, I'm just giving it little tiny pops, reeling in the slack, and let it sit there for a second. Give it a couple pops, reel in the slack, and let it sit. And this is one of the easiest baits that you can possibly fish for bass. Smallmouth like it, largemouth like it, spotted bass like it. I've even caught crappie, I've caught really large bluegill on them before. And here up north where it stays colder longer and the summers are a lot shorter, a subtle little bait like this is perfect. The fish up here don't get quite as big as they do down south, and so when it's still kind of late spring going into summer, the water's still relatively cool, so you don't want to use anything that's gonna like freak them out. And the beauty of this rig is the baits last forever because of the type of plastic Z-Man uses, and there's a bunch of different colors and they're easy to switch out, so we can rip a worm off and change the color of it if this one doesn't work, which might be a move later, but we're gonna stick with your, you know, the green pumpkin and see what happens. Like I said, we're just gonna kind of work our way down this bank, casting it out there a little bit, giving it a couple pops. This is a lure that I learned how to use here at this pond, and it's really what started building my confidence as a bass fisherman. You don't need big, huge, fancy, like extra strong equipment. You don't need expensive line or anything like that. It's super, super user-friendly, especially for beginners. I've rarely been skunked using a Ned rig. Let's make a cast down along the bank a little bit. And like I said, you can kind of change up your retrieves with this. You can just kind of swim it and kind of give it its own little action with little pops and twitches. Or you can dead stick it and let it sit there and kind of just drag it along the bottom. Or you can just kind of hop it off the bottom, let it sit, hop it off the bottom, let it sit. A lot of times they'll either grab it on the fall or while you're reeling in your slack. And you kind of just have to change up your retrieves to find out what they want to eat that day. But I especially like teaching like first timers how to use this first, because it is such a, it's idiot proof. You can't really fish a Ned rig wrong. You can fish it too fast, I suppose, but generally speaking, no matter how you fish a Ned rig, eventually you're gonna get a bite. Let's get it out there a little ways. Oh, that was a bite for sure. There he is. Ah. Got him that time. Fish number one on the Ned rig. Right in the bottom of the lip. Easy unhook. Awesome. Tiny little guy. This is, I mean, they don't grow them super big in this pond because there's a whole bunch of these little guys, but there are a few 2-3 pounders around. Let's get a quick little picture of this guy, and then we'll get a nice solid little release on this guy. See you, buddy. And he swims off just fine. Fish number one. And see, I mean, these are one of the most durable baits you will ever get. I don't know what Z-Man does. Z-Man, if you're watching this, please, maybe give me a tour of the factory or something. I'd love to know the secrets behind how you make these TRDs just so perfect. And immediately got another fish. Back to back. There must be a little school of them right there. Now he came off, he got off, but that's kind of what happens when they hit it that fast. You barely feel it, so you don't even have time to kind of get a little hook set in them. So we're not going to count that because we didn't land it, but we're gonna stay right here for a minute and see if we can do that a couple more times. But you see what I mean about the Ned Rig. When you need a bite, the Ned Rig will provide when you need a bite. If I could talk today, that'd be swell. If you can't tell, people, I'm still waking up. And just let it fall, give it a couple hops. So that must have been a pair just kind of cruising together because they were right in the same spot. But that's the thing with the Ned Rig, if they see it, they're gonna bite it. There's just something about it. They cannot resist to bite it. All right, let's keep moving down the bank a little bit. See, normally here in this pond, the shady areas are the move, but we did just have kind of a big cold front move through. So the water might be a bit colder than it should be. I know the air is a bit colder than it should be. We're sitting at around 53, 55 degrees air temp, so I can't imagine the water is too much warmer than that. Like I said, this is not the most exciting way to fish, but it's effective. Especially if you can find a nice little school of them. You can literally kind of catch them one after another if you can find them schooling somewhere. And this is like the shallowest part of the pond, so I'm not expecting a whole lot of bites here. Oh, there's a bass right there. He's a little guy, but we're looking for numbers, not size today. Is he gonna get it? Oh, yeah, he bit it. Let's see if we can get him to go back for it. Let's see if we can get him to go back for it. Because he nibbled at it, he just didn't eat it. I think I spooked him by trying to set the hook too fast. Well, I think we got somebody else's fishing line here. Oh, instead of breaking their line, I broke my Ned Rig off. Gosh darn it. That's all right. I just heard some fish over there busting. We're gonna re-rig and we're gonna get right back to fishing. And I think we're gonna switch up the color a little bit. We're gonna go with this kind of green pumpkin goby color. This one's been used a few times, but that's okay. Because like I said before, the Z-Man plastic lasts forever. It is very hard to tear one of these things up. And we are right back in the action. Throw the backpack on. We're gonna move a little bit away from that line we got snagged on and get right back in the water. Okay, we're gonna start going back this way. I don't want to hook that tiny little painted turtle. It's super small. And let's start working our way back towards this side. We're just gonna kind of walk and pop, walk and pop. Get that out there a little bit deeper. Walk and pop. Because it is a bit cooler today, I want to kind of keep myself in the sunlight. There we go. Stay on, stay on, stay on. Don't give them time. There we go. Fish number 2. Ooh, he got himself good. There we go. All right. Fish number 2, about the same size. Really pretty fish though. And let's get another release on this guy here. Bye, buddy. Oh, no, go back the other way. Go back that way. There you go. Cool. All right, fish number 2. I kind of squigged my bait up here. There we go. Now this worm's kind of old. I've probably caught 3 dozen fish on this exact worm. As you can see, it's finally starting to kind of rip up a little bit, but we're gonna keep throwing it until, I guess, until it kind of falls off. Let's get it back out there deep and see if we can get fish number 3. Yep, there we go. There's another one. And guys, it just feels like a slight little tick tick. You barely know you have a fish. That's a little size increase. We'll take that. Barely really hooked, honestly. All right. That's another one. Super pretty fish once again. Let's get him back. Bye, buddy. Cool. Ned Rig is getting it done today. And we haven't even been here that long. We've only been recording for 37 minutes. All right, let's keep moving. We're gonna do another little walk and pop, a walk and pop. I feel like the frog over there is just kind of laughing at me. I don't know if you guys can hear him or not, but it seems like every time I reel in my lure without a fish on it, he croaks. Is it a croak or a rivet? I've heard it called both. What do you guys think? Do frogs rivet or do frogs croak? And is there a difference between frog and a toad? These are the kind of things that go through your head when you're fishing by yourself. And now, as strange as it sounds, I've been standing right here with this tiny little area to cast in, thrown in a bait, and been able to catch like a 2-pounder. So we're gonna try a couple times right here. Oh my God. What did I say? What did I just say? There are fish under this tree. That is one thing about the Ned Rig. Since it is an exposed hook, it is rather snaggy. Okay, let's stop messing with the spot under the tree. We did get a bite though, so I did prove that that is possible. Let's try over here. That was another one. This is kind of a hard spot to get anything out of, but I'm thinking because of that, not a lot of people cast right here. These guys are just completely screwing up this worm. It's so old. We're gonna put a new one on. And again, with the Ned Rig, it's super easy. You just take the old worm off, put him away to throw away later, and you just kind of thread the worm up there, and right when you think the hook point is about to hit this little flat section of the worm, kind of just poke it through right there before that flat section, and you're set to go. Throw him right back out there. We're gonna move over here so it might be a little bit easier to land these fish. Oh yeah, the sun's coming out a little bit. It's starting to warm up. Feels nice out. Ain't nothing right there. I see another little fish though. He did not bite it. Let's see if we can entice him again. Oh, now he's looking at it more. Let's see if Big Brother will bite. Yep, he sure did. He's a good size. Come on, buddy. There we go. Oh, that's a better fish. Come back. Don't hook me. Oh. That's a better fish, man. Oh, it looks like she's spawning too. I don't know if you guys can see that little bit of blood on her tail. Nice fish. I'm happy with that one. That's a good fish for this pond. Most of them you see are the size of the other little guys I've caught today. we're gonna get her back as gently and as quickly as possible. I'm probably going to fall and get all kinds of messed up doing this, but I gotta give you just a little toss, girl. And there she goes, right back off. Ah, yes, it's 4. Fish number 4. And a bigger one. I'm telling you guys, do not sleep on the Ned rig, no matter where you're at. That was awesome. Like, once you get them and find them and start getting them to bite, the Ned rig can be a lot of fun because it's just a stupid lure. It's a stupid bait, but it works. And if you're not worried about size, you can catch dozens of fish in a day easily, especially if the water is clear and you can kind of sight fish them like I've been doing. But yeah, how can you not like that? There's another one. He's a lot smaller, but we will take him. That is fish number 5. Sorry, buddy, I kind of yeeted you out of the pond there. If you spined me, I understand. Such a tiny little fish. Little squeaker. Picture done. One more look at him. Woo! Come back. There he is. Okay, let's try that again, guys. Jeez. These little dudes are squiggly. But yeah, thanks for playing, buddy. Five. Now this dragonfly thing out here in the middle of the pond is new. Some artist did that and put it out there. The place allowed them to do it, so it's pretty cool though. It sometimes holds a couple fish as well. Since it's kind of new structure for them, it's kind of a new place to hide. But this little cove down here usually holds a good amount of fish. So we're gonna hang out down here for a little bit, kind of meander our way around. Oh, there's a fish. There we go. That's number 6 on the Ned rig. Another little short guy, but hey, we'll take him. Look at his teeth, man. He's got a bunch of really nice chompers up on top. That's wild. But thanks for playing, Timmy. Morning. Largemouth. But yeah, that's another thing we have to deal with here is random people talking to you while you're fishing. Not a big deal though. Everybody's pretty friendly. I've never had a bad encounter with anybody out here. All right. Let's move down a little bit more. There's a nice little spot to kind of stand real close up to the water right here. If we go down into this little cut. And we can cast right out into it. We're right up against the water for easy releases. And just like that, we've got another fish. That is number 7. And he choked it. Absolutely annihilated that thing. No harm done. It's not even bleeding. Good deal. Fish number 7. All right. Oh, that's awesome. Bye, buddy. Oh, love it. Let's get another one. Little blow up on the top right there. Let's see if we cast it over this way a little bit. Let's see if there's anything over here. Not gonna lie, that's a little chilly. Ah, and it's a stick fish. Zoop. Okay, I barely felt that, and he's running right at me. Ah, that would have been fish number 8. He did not want to let go of that worm at all. He didn't have the hook, but he was not letting go of that worm if he could help it. Thinking they just snatched themselves dinner or breakfast, and you don't even know they've got it because it just starts running right at you with it. There we go. Oh, he came off. That was another one. I think he probably did the exact same thing. Did I get him? Oh, wow, yeah. Fish number 8. Could barely tell he was even on there. These little guys, it's hard to tell sometimes when they bite it because they're so small. But there we go, fish number 8. Another good little healthy bass. So, thanks for playing, bud. All right. I think we're gonna break 10 today, guys. I think we're gonna be able to do it. 10 fish anywhere on any lure is a great day of fishing. So let's see if we can make that happen at least before the GoPro batteries run out. And we've had more than 10 bites. Oh, he's actually pulling a little bit of drag even. Not much, but he tried to. Oh, he came right off that hook. Ow. Oh, and he spined me. Ow. Spined me again. Little freaker. Look at that fin. Oh, he's angry. He is not happy when they raise that fin up. You see those little tiny barbs? Those things are super sharp. And let's give this guy a really good chill release because he got me good. And he swims off. Oh, sweet. Is that fish number 8 or 9? I think it was fish number 9. Pretty sure we're gonna go with that. But I believe that's fish number 9. And if that's the case, we got one more and we'll have 10 on a day. Let's see if there's any more over here by this bush, kind of messing around. They're definitely over here. Okay, I think this one's it. This is gonna be fish number 10. I can feel it. Oh, now he's fighting. Now he's mad. There we go. Fish number 10 or 9, but I'm pretty sure it's fish number 10. Man, this is fun. I mean, you really can't get much better. Catching bass. You're gonna be on the internet, little dude. Oh, that was awesome. Fish number 10 gave us a powerful release. He was not happy with me at all. Well, that's 10, I believe. If not, it's 9. So let's just get a couple more to be safe. It's better to do a little too much than not enough. It's quiet. The fish are biting. I mean, you can't really ask for a better morning. We're gonna do one more cast in this cove, and then we're gonna move a little bit because it is getting a little cold here in this shade. Okay, so I lied. We're gonna do one more cast over here. All right, let's move somewhere with a little bit more warmth to it. And there's fish 11. Look at that. Right in the top of the nose, top of the mouth. Ow. And these little fish, they get you so easy. So many of these little guys. I gotta kind of yeet you, buddy, sorry. Yep. Yeah, he's good. And as you can see, even after all these fish, this worm is still basically perfect. If this video is not a perfect advertisement for the Ned Rig, I don't know what is. Z-Man, holler at me. Right out here. What about your friend over here? What about one of your buddies? There we go. Fish number 12. Thank you very much. Yeah. He's a decent little size one too. So it's not all dinkers we're getting today. Well, I mean, you know, relatively speaking. Fish number 12. God, I love the Ned Rig. Let's get this little dude back where he's supposed to be. Once again, nice fish. Thanks for playing, buddy. Shoo. I actually got to watch him eat it. That was cool. Let's get it out there deep again. Oh, I wonder how long he's been on there. Wow. I did not even feel this dude. I had no idea there was a fish on my hook. No idea at all. He's definitely the smallest so far today, without a doubt. Oh, little dude, thank you. All right, buddy. Back home for you. Whoop. This honestly couldn't be going much better. Wow, he certainly tangled me up though, little dude. That was insane. But I see another one right here. Can we make it a quick 15? That's how you know you missed a fish on a Ned Rig. Wow. I don't understand what happened here. We'll see what it does. Wow, that was quick. Okay. There's a school of them right there. There's a whole school of them right there. This is crazy. Dang, that's 2 bites in a row. Come on. Yeah, there's definitely a big school of them right there. Whoa, what are they doing? They must be busting on bait right there. They are running on that bait too, man. There's one. There's number 15. Number 15. Number 15. We are gonna get a quick picture of this guy because I want to throw back into that school again. Bye, buddy. Let me see. Find them schooling, guys. Find them schooling. Dude, stop it. All right, bye, Timmy. You. Oh, they're moving out deeper. No way. Guys, I'm telling you, find him schooling, because that would have been number 17 if he would have stayed on. Just because you see him schooling does not mean you need a rattle trap or a crankbait or a swim bait or a top water. As I just proved, I just had 4 or 5 bites, rapid succession. It's like 3 fish on a Ned rig. I think the school moved on already, but wow, that was crazy. They must be chasing balls of bait. Yep, that's number 17 right here. Another nice fish, another nice fish, another nice fish. 17. They're going out a little bit deeper. I don't know if I can get this little tiny Ned rig out that far, but we're gonna try. We got it out that way, sort of. But the school is not right there, so I don't know how successful that cast is gonna be. And I was proven wrong. This one's a little bit better too. Oh no, he's still a little guy. Never mind. Still a little dude. You really almost messed yourself up, bud. Oh, he's peed on me. Oh well. I mean, 18 fish in a couple hours so far. You cannot beat that. They're way out there still. This is why I go fishing, for stuff like that. We're gonna try a couple little more spots and then we're gonna call it a day. I'd really like to see if we can get it to 20, but oh no, my line. Oh no. Okay, there we go. What is, wow. I don't know what that was, but it broke me off. That was the biggest fish I've ever hooked into over here. Hands down. Hands down, the biggest fish I've ever hooked into at this pond. That was crazy. I'm not sure what it was, but he hit it, and now he's probably got a brand new face piercing, free of charge. When that fish bit, it felt like a log just was trying to rip my rod out of my hand. Now I really want fish number 20, so we got at least 2 more. That is now the goal before we leave here. Oh, I think I'm snagged. We're gonna try and get off of it, but we're definitely snagged. Come on. Maybe if I go really slow, he'll, nope. Dang it. Okay, hopefully that is the last time that we have to re-rig anything. Let's get a drink of water. All right. And there's one. Oh, nope. He bit it. He bit it. I just didn't let him have the hook. Slow it down on the hook set. That was a good sized bite again. One more cast over here, and we're gonna start walking our way back towards the other part of the pond we started at. Oh, this little dude is just messing with me. I don't know if he's too small, but he doesn't feel small. He keeps hitting it like he's a freaking bullet. He's biting, but he's not eating it, which is rather annoying, to be perfectly honest. Back towards the car. Fishing while we go. There we go, number 19. Barely hooked too. Yes, 19. Bye, buddy. Oh, little bass dance. I don't know if you guys got to see that. That was cool. Yep. Yes. That is number 20. This is just insane, guys. Fish number 20. Another little dinker. This is one of the best days of fishing I've had in a long time. And that's 21. All right, buddy, you're number 21. Thanks for playing. All right, so we're back at the house after the fishing trip, same day. Holy crap, that was awesome. I don't think they've ever bit that good that quickly at that pond. I mean, I usually always catch something there, but it's never like that. But that just goes to show how deadly a Ned rig can actually be. So if you like this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe for me, and give me some suggestions on what type of content you guys want to see in the future. Do you like these one lure challenges? If so, I'll do more of them. Leave me some suggestions of what you guys would like to see. Until the next video, take it easy.